Hello everyone, this is Soumya. I'm a third year undergraduate student in civil engineering and I am here to answer a few questions about the department. The first being why I chose civil and has it lived up to my expectations. Actually, like most students, I chose civil because of my JE rank and I did not have a lot of expectations back then. But I think once the core curriculum started after my first year, I can say one thing for sure that I've enjoyed the branch. I have found it interesting, I found the course interesting, and I found the professors are extremely helpful and approachable, which actually adds to it being fun. And I'm quite satisfied with the branch because actually, firstly, the professors are extremely helpful and approachable. If you have the slightest interest in core, if you want to explore it, and if you want to discover whether or not you will like it in civil, like working in civil, you can always approach them for research projects. You can always take guidance from them. They even help you with internships. So I think the professors are really great, which adds to it being a really good branch. And question is, if one is not interested in civil, what can they do and how can they spend their time in the span of 4 years to perform decently after that? So, firstly, I think it's important that any student who is not interested in civil understands what they're exactly interested in non-core, because there are a lot of different fields there as well, like finance or consulting, analytics, business development, marketing, operations, software engineering, FMCGs, etc. So there are a lot of fields there as well. So I think it's important that one narrows it down to fields that they think they might be interested in and spend time in exploring it further. Secondly, in terms of exploring it further, I think one thing they can do is take up internships and projects. Projects can be either taken in our institute in SOM department, and they can also be taken in institutes outside of IIT Bombay where courses are there in the management department, or courses are there that they think they might be interested in, for example, in IIMs or ISBs or other institutes. So I think projects is and internships is one thing. The second is there is a lot of online content available in all of these fields. Like they can explore it through online books or online courses, and there are websites where content is available. So I think they can always approach seniors who have done well in those particular fields that they're interested in and get more guidance on what online content they can use to explore it further. So that is one thing. The third thing is something which is taken for granted by a lot of students when they feel they're not interested in core, is their CPA and academics. Because I think even if you want to pursue non-core, it's important that you maintain a decent CPA, because any company, any firm that you want to apply to, or any other institution where you want to apply for research or for higher education, they'll always give importance to your CPA. So the third question is about the future prospects in civil engineering. So there's this usually a myth in civil that a lot of scope is not there in core in both academia and research. But I would like to emphasize a bit on that if you want to pursue core, then there is a lot there then there are plenty of opportunities that are there in both industries and research, because this myth usually arrives from the fact that there are less companies that come for internships and placements. But even given that, you can always choose to apply for companies on your own through apping. And there are professors that are extremely approachable that can help you and guide you through that. And those jobs will certainly meet your expectations, as have happened for a lot of seniors in the past. So, and you can also choose to pursue research or higher education. So I would like to talk about the kinds of jobs that are there in civil in four different parts, like for more clarity. So firstly, there are jobs available in government sector, because when students choose to pursue IAS examination, civil is one of the few branches in our college that is offered as a technical subject there, which gives a lot of benefit if you have already studied civil for the past 4 years. So if you choose to pursue that, there are a lot of jobs coming up in railways and metro projects that are coming up, and infrastructural development is already something that is given priority by the government. So in all the projects that are undertaken by government, there is a lot of scope there, a lot of managerial work there that you can undertake. Then, secondly, there are jobs available in the construction industry. So, in the construction industry, a lot of housing units are coming up every year. Infrastructure, as I said earlier, is already developing, and students can take up roles such as design engineer or site engineer or consulting civil engineers or contracting civil engineers, etc., in construction industries. And in construction industries, that you can, like, without any higher education as well, just after BTech apply and end up with good jobs where that will definitely meet your expectations. Like, initially, experience is something that is given importance, but with time the growth becomes steep in construction industries if you choose to pursue that. Then, thirdly, there is also scope for entrepreneurship in civil engineering. Now, in that case, like, it is said that there are four different kinds of firms that students can choose to open. One is material management, the other is budget management for projects, the third is man or labor management, and the fourth is machinery management. So basically, you can open individual contracting businesses and firms, and you can choose to manage these things for new projects that are coming up as a contractor, and that also gives you scope for entrepreneurship. Then there is also in entrepreneurship scope for new product development that is used for construction, um, in terms of new technology or new products coming in that can be used in potential projects that are coming in. Then the fourth kind of jobs that are there in civil engineering are in research when you choose to pursue higher education. The fourth question is about branch change from or to civil or in general. So, firstly, I would deal with what students can consider potentially in general. So, usually students who feel that they fulfill the CPI criteria for a branch change choose to go for it. But I would just like to advise all students to not fall under any peer pressure, to thoroughly compare the courses and curriculums in different branches, like in your branch that is civil and in the branch that you are looking to change to. And you should talk to seniors or your faculty advisors to take more advice on the kind of course and curriculums, the kind of future prospects that are there in different branches. And then, after comparing all of these things, one should take a decision regarding that. But specifically, in terms of changing a branch from civil, I think one thing that students can consider is that if they want to pursue non-core, they can look at potentially the companies that open for civil and for other branches, and then compare that and see um, if the kind of career prospects that they look forward to is best fulfilled in which branch. And secondly, if they want to pursue core in any department, then I think they should thoroughly compare the courses and the curriculums in both the department and understand what their interest lies in, and then choose to change the branch. So the next question is, what are the pros and cons of civil compared to other branches? So in pros, I think in all my previous answers, I've already covered most of the things, but I would just reiterate them once again here. So one is the professors, as I said, that they're extremely helpful and approachable. They can help you with projects and internships, and they can guide you really well if you want to pursue core. And even if you don't want to pursue core, I think it adds to the courses being interesting and fun when the faculties are approachable and really good. And the second benefit, I think, is in terms of like, as again I previously mentioned, that it gives you time for your overall personality development and skills development as well. So saying all of that, I think in civil, as like I said earlier, it's academics is obviously the priority, and it's important that you attend all classes, because that is something, like, that is, I think, the best way to maintain decent academics in civil, attending all classes and being regular basically. But given all that, the curriculums are designed in a way that they give you time to explore other things in institute, which is the reason why I feel that personality development is something that is a benefit in civil compared to other branches, I think. In terms of the cons, firstly, I think that the in placements and internships, there are less companies that come for civil core, which is a reason that less students choose to pursue it. But I think that can be countered by personally applying for companies and apping, that can be countered by um, applying. If you want to pursue higher education, then that is already countered once you do masters in civil engineering or an MTech in civil engineering, because it definitely opens up more opportunities. But even if you don't choose to pursue higher education after BTech as well, you can apply for companies on your own and end up with companies that will certainly meet your expectations. So that is definitely something that lacks in civil department. But like, these are the ways probably that can be countered by. The second thing I think is that even if you choose to pursue core, then the another reason why students usually don't choose to do that is the growth initially in like core jobs. So experience is something that is valued a lot in civil engineering, in like most jobs that are there in the industry. So experience obviously comes with time. So initially the growth is not a lot, but once you get experience, then the growth becomes steep. So I think patience is something that students need to keep when they really like civil engineering and they choose to pursue it, because with time, eventually, the growth that they expect is definitely there.